So Dave and I are tag teaming tinting this windshield on this 2017 Honda Accord, and we cleaned the window already, and I didn't record that part. So we are laying down our film. You want liner side up, and we sprayed it wet so the film doesn't move. So he's handing me my scissors and my blue card so we can tackle down the film, and then once we tackle it down, we're going to use our scissor to just trim off the excess. And right here we like to use our scissor because we don't have to be precise with the trimming, so that's why we use a scissor. And other tinters, they seem to, I guess, make fun of us for it make fun of me. And then here I am. So he's actually starting before I am because he always wants to, cheat and finish first on his side. So that's why he's starting first. I'm just kidding. I like to maneuver my fingers and everything and just make sure, on the sides, I take out a little bit of water before I start heat shrinking. So we both have a little bit of different methods how we do stuff. So here I am now getting started. So we're just basically, heat shrinking out the fingers using our blue card here. And we both like to wet shrink on windshields just because the film, it's easier. I did dry shrink. Now I'm starting to actually dry shrink the my back windows, which I enjoy doing that. But on windshields, just the film moves around too much. And most windshields, except for trucks, I haven't tried dry shrinking on a truck yet, but most windshields it's just easier to wet shrink, for us, so that the film isn't moving around and we could really work with it. So that's why our preference is wet shrinking on a windshield. So here we are, heat shrinking out all the fingers again, and I'm just making sure everything's laying down flat. So we continue to do this until the tint is curved to the glass. And so we're working together here. He has his side, I have my side, and he helps me out a little bit with helping me with my fingers and stuff. So I think we're pretty much a great team. I mean, Dave has over 25 plus years, in experience in window tinting, which I have about 3 years. So, I'm, I guess, a beginner level. I would consider myself a beginner level in tinting. I'm good, but I'm not great. Not yet, of course. So he's done, of course, and we're done. That's a done tap. All right, so we are putting away our guns, and then now I'm going to be holding the light for him. So he's grabbing his Olfa blade, and now we are tight lining our cut around the border of the glass. So this right here, it is easier to use, a Olfa blade when you're tight lining your cuts instead of a scissor. And so this is what we're doing here, is just he's tight lining his cut, and I'm using the light for him so he can see where he's cutting. So that's what I'm doing inside the car here, is just laying down the light so he can see where he's cutting. And then he's going to cut around the mirror mount right there. And that's what he's doing now, is cutting around the mirror mount. And then once he's done, we're going to grab our bottles, spray down the film, and then we are going to make sure it's really, really wet, because we're going to do our reverse roll here. So I'm trying to peel we're biting on the film. We're peeling the film back with our teeth. So I know it's kind of gross, but as tinters, that's kind of what we do. So here we go. He's going to be reverse rolling it because he wants to install it when we're inside the car. He wants to start unraveling it on the passenger side. So that's why we're reverse rolling it on the driver's side. So it took me a while to kind of get that. Even now, you know, it's like sometimes I get confused if I'm, you know, reverse rolling it on a back window or something. It's the concept of it, you know, rolling it from one way, installing it in the other way. Because when you're installing it, you want to have your film stick to the glass. When you're heat shrinking it, you want to make sure that your liner side is up, so you're heat shrinking on the liner and not scratching the film. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. So here I am trying to clean my side of the window, and then I put the sheet down for him to make sure we're covering, you know, the not so much the dash, just the electronics and steering wheel and everything for the customer, to make sure the water doesn't get to their electronics device and everything. So that's what we're doing. And then here we are scrubbing the windshield, making sure we're getting all the dirt and everything off of it before laying down the tent. And here I am trying to mess with the lighting of the camera, so you see my fat face there. And I'm just like, is it, you know, I can't see because I'm recording on my iPhone, so it's, you know, I can't really see when I'm standing by the car, you know, how the lighting is and everything. And then now I adjusted it, which I didn't realize. I made it a little bit too bright, so sorry about that, you guys. And so here is Dave. He has the film. He's unraveling it, and I'm basically just helping him, you know, keep it from moving around. This definitely works out when there's two people helping you, you know. One person can definitely do this. It's either Dave or I installing windshields as of right now, you know. And even back windows, tinting back windows, you know. Tinting whole cars is only Dave and I who are capable. The two of us were capable of tinting a whole car, the windshield and everything. It takes a while for, you know, some people to learn, but the windshield is actually the hardest window, I mean, according to me and according to Dave, to learn how to tint. So some people learn it faster than others. I mean, it took me 3 years to get here, and now I could basically tint a whole windshield myself, but it takes a little bit longer. So 2 people definitely speeds up the process. So Dave and I definitely we make a great team with when we're trying to tackle, you know, something in a short amount of time. So here he is. We're just tackling down the film, and trying to make sure we get all the fingers and everything out. And I think there was something that was on the tent itself, right there where I was rubbing, and it came off. So here it goes. It's finished. So we're done. Yay! So this customer went with 5% on the 2 back doors, the back window, 15% on the 2 front doors, and 40% on the windshield. And we used our high performance ceramic tint. Thanks for watching.